I've not used this before, so I'm just trying it out.
Like the old times, we'll hit pause and then hit a rewind. You wanna come over, just like the old days, and we'll watch the time just fly. Hey buddy, no strangers here. These times I hold them dear. My door's open, so come on in. This was great, let's do it again. Like the old days, and we'll watch the time just fly. Do you wanna come over? Just like the old times, we'll hit pause and then hit a rewind. You wanna come over? Just like the old days, and we'll watch the time just fly.
Yo, Joe!
And full force.
Cobra! Full force. How are you, Nate?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
Mate, I couldn't possibly be any better. I love doing the show with you, mate. Last show, I had a blast. Right, you had me laughing to the point of tears with your rendition of Destro when we're talking through the comic for Starduster. Oh, so fun. So fun. Guys, if you are not subscribed to the Retro Tinker, the link is in the description. Please go and check out his stuff. He's funny, he's hilarious, he's good looking. What more do you need? Tell me. There's not a lot more. Anyway, buddy, it's good to see you. Let's say hi to the chat real quick and then we can get into the show. Heroic Nonsense was in here at 6 a.m. Good morning. He's going to catch it in the evening, though. Smart. Yeah. If you're getting up and going to work, we're happy to ring in and call in sick for you. That is a service that we provide. For Johnny, it'll be 6 p.m. Do you know where your Joes are? And while we're on the topic of time, 9 p.m. time zones are so weird. 9 p.m. in New Zealand, it's going to be a great show. Now, don't put that kind of pressure on us. We don't need that. Oh, my show. Oh. Maybe. I wish I had some. Get a sandwich. That's all good. Kimbo with the ding, ding, ding. How are you, Kimbo? We got Michael, Gene, Fleming saying good morning, or good evening from us. Hey, what's up, guys? From Kenny, good to see ya. What's up? We're talking more G.I. Joe stuff. The Lilith is here. Good evening, everyone. I'm trying to twist Lilith's arm to come and join us on one of these shows. We'll see what happens. No pressure, no pressure. Monday nights is great for football. Go team, go sports. Full disclosure, I'm not a sports guy, so there's not going to be a lot of sports in today's episode, but I will touch on some sports, and more sport than you think that they would be.
Now, I could be wrong, but I think at the end of that comment is some kind of sports ball. I could be wrong.
I thought that was an Easter egg.
Oh,
Is that not an Easter egg? Or, yeah, I don't know. Let us know what that is, Phil. We got no idea. Have I missed anyone? I think, yep. Johnny's back saying greetings, beautiful people. Where? Who told you? Now, Nate, do you want to explain to our viewers at home what this show's about?
This show is about Zazel introducing me to different G.I. Joe characters because I do not have a vast knowledge of G.I. Joes.
But do you know this guy?
No, I do not.
Well,
I know his name.
In that case,
I know. I know from I can know the figure and I know the name, but I don't know anything about him.
Well, you're about to learn some serious.
It's time for everyone's favorite educational program. Oh, ring a bell!
Hey! Now, I don't know if you know this about Space Commander, but he's a big Action Force fan. He knows a little bit about G.I. Joe, but Action Force is his wheelhouse. And I'm going to play a little clip from one of our games nights. I'm not sure if you've seen this clip yet or not. But here is Space Commander pulling the fridge out for a possible answer to a games night question. Take it away.
Space Commander. Now, as much as you love Action Force, we're asking for a G.I. Joe theme, winter theme G.I. Joe.
I'm not sure, to be honest. I think I might be in trouble here. I suppose refrigerator counts, does it?
Does it count?
No refrigerator. All right.
He pulled refrigerator as a possible winter themed G.I. Joe. And you know what? He said he was joking, but that's
probably the name on his birth certificate. He's like, oh, Mr. Refrigerator. Oh no, please call me Fridge.
Yeah, call me Fridge. But I think as a winter themed G.I. Joe, the refrigerator would have worked. And he should have had a second edition figure, which he didn't have. He only had one and done, which we'll go through in a moment. But I think a winter-themed refrigerator figure would have been great. And you know what they say?
Because knowing is half the battle.
Space Commander.
On your spacey. All right, so we're going to get into the show. We're talking about William the Refrigerator Perry. Now, this guy, I got a picture of this guy. Let's go to here. While he was a G.I. Joe, this guy, like the Sarge, was a real-life person. And he was the second real-life person to join G.I. Joe. Phil saying, timed it nicely with the start of NFL season over the weekend. Coincidence? I think not. Yeah, so this guy was known as the Fridge or the Refrigerator. He was in the Chicago Bears. Fact check me on that, Phil. Chicago Bears. And they called him the Refrigerator because, believe it or not, he's a big guy.
He's a big unit.
He is a big unit. So that helmet that you can actually get, there's an action figure line called Starting Lineup, and my version of the figure has a helmet that is to scale from that action figure line. So he doesn't come with a helmet. Mine has a helmet. Do I have it on hand to show it today? No, I do not. Why am I talking about it? Because it's a great idea. If you have a refrigerator and it's not running, you might need the helmet. The helmet looks good on him. Maybe even a pair of pads from Road Pig would look good on him. I haven't done that, but Eric's here. How are you, Eric? Good on you, buddy. Oh, thanks, Phil. Who's counting? We don't look at numbers on this show. We might get depressed if we do. So this is a fridge freezer combo though. So do you reckon that's cheating a little?
Oh, possibly.
But who's going to tell him, right?
Yeah, you can.
Which one is the fridge? Good question. Good question. He's still kicking it today.
The one with Kelvinator written on it, I think.
I think that's the footy player, yeah. The one that you plug in's got the high socks. Skyfall falling in. How are you, buddy? Do hit that like button. Now that there are more people on the chat, I will say, if you haven't already subscribed to Nate, link is in the description. Do go check him out. Oh, I got a thing for that. Go to his channel and...
Check it out one time, won't you?
I know once you check it out, you'll check it out many times. Thanks, Kiwi. Appreciate it. Good morning, y'all. Remember getting my fridge in the mail. We're going to talk about which one of us skipped out for a second there. Was it me or you?
Might have been me.
Doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. Good morning, y'all. Remember getting my fridge in the mail. I think it's Nate. People in the comment, is it Nate or is it me that keeps dropping out? Because if it's Nate, get your shit together. If it's me, I'll get my shit together. So Aaron got his in the mail. I would be interested to know how long it took, if you remember, from when you filled it out, mailed it away, and how long it got back to you. Because that's usually something that I never get the information from, is how long it actually took. G-Force Racing is in here too, saying hi to all of us and all of you. Thanks, buddy. So the refrigerator, part of the old sports. There was a few sports themed GI Joes. We'll do a sports one one day, just sports total. But this is now he was also part of the WWF back in the day, and is a part. He's a Hall of Famer as well. Now, can you pick him out in this battle royale?
No, I cannot.
Well, he's in the bottom right corner. Yeah, he's not doing so well, but he's still with us, and I think he's improving, which is good to know. He's in the bottom corner there. Here he is for a closer look.
yeah.
Imagine trying to get this guy over the top rope. Good luck. So this was a battle royale that had NFL versus WWF wrestlers of the time. Man, imagine being in the middle of that ring. In fact, if
What
I
a
go back
time
to this
to
one,
be alive.
were you though? This is WrestleMania 2. What year did that come out? I don't know if you were born yet. Johnny knew where he was. So if you look at the ring, there's so many people in there, so many muscular, heavy men, that the ring's starting to cave in a little.
Yeah.
So we got an answer back from Aaron. He's saying, my mum did all the filling out and the ordering. Don't remember how long it took. As a kid, I'm sure it probably felt like it took forever. Yeah, that ring sag. Oh, man, to be ringside, that would be cool. Now, here he is. I think they're going to throw him out. I haven't seen the full... I remember seeing it a little while ago because I wanted to go watch it when just going through my big wrestling phase. But it says refrigerator down the side of his wrestling tights, quite like Sarge had G.I. Joe down the side of his, or Core or Cobra Core down the side of his, which I think is cool. Now, I found this next image, Nate, and tell me, if you can tell, what does that look like on the side of his boot? Because I have a feeling that's something.
That's a kangaroo.
Is it?
It's totally
I think it's a kangaroo too. That's what I thought too.
Green and gold boots.
Yeah, whose boots are they? And why is he wearing them? And why have they got a kangaroo on it? I need to know.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I love it when we can add a little bit of Aussie flair to these shows.
They've got to be like left over from some sort of merch.
He's
Surely.
borrowed somebody's boots, Outback Jack or someone.
Yeah.
Change his name to Esky. That's good, Phil. I told you were funny. He didn't believe me. So he's going up to the top rope. Talk about high risk, and he's going to make a jump for it. Who's the guy in white again? That's big man. I don't know. What's his name again? Someone tell me in the chat. I want to say it's Big something. Big John Studd, maybe? Something
Big
like that.
Harry McBeard face.
I need to look it up. I know that there's a couple of Aussies. Maybe he got them from when it was known as the Dingo Warrior, the Ultimate Warrior. But that's pretty cool. I thought those boots were pretty cool. I'm not sure what the next slide is, but let's get into it. I don't know who won. Big Jim. There it is, Big Jim. Cool. Big John Studd. I thought it was Big John Studd. Who's Big Jim? Big Jim was a line of action figures like G.I. Joe, right? No, Big Jim was where they got some of the He-Man stuff from.
Yeah,
anyway, that's Studd. I thought it was... Who did I say? Did I say Big John Studd? I think I did. I'll go back and watch the replay later. Oh, okay, so we're into the G.I. Joe stuff now. I don't know much about what happened with the WrestleMania 2, how that ended up, but I reckon the ring was probably the real loser and the fans were the winners. Oh, Hillbilly Jim might have been the Aussie. Anyway, here he is holding a couple of his action figures. How cool is that?
Yeah, dude's got big hands.
Yeah, he does. I'm jealous. Now, holding up a few of his fridge. Imagine being able to hold 4 fridges. He can do it. He looks happy to be an action figure man as well. Now, his distinct look was that he was built like a fridge. He was built like a fridge. Well, I want to be an action figure too, but only because I want to have multiple points of articulation, and the older I get, the less I've got.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the fridge distinctive look was he was built like a fridge, and also had a missing tooth. and the missing tooth they incorporated into the action figure.
That's
It's
great.
Gaz. How are you,
Gaz.
Gaz? So this is a pretty cool shot. I like this. Promoting his action figure. That must have been a surreal experience for the fridge.
Yeah, sure.
Now here, I'm not going to try and get you to read this one. We're going to go to 3D Joe's, the best place for anything G.I. Joe, in a moment, and we can zoom in on this image. But this was primarily where the US got their advertising as far as the fridge was concerned, right? You read them in a magazine or something, it'd say, get a fridge action figure and this is how you do it. We'll read the thing in a minute. But the reason why I wanted to show it here is because here in Australia, we had a different way of getting the fridge. Can you guess how?
No idea.
Well, again, injecting a little more Aussie flair, we were able to get the refrigerator from collecting wrappers or icy pole. We got an icy pole. If we got a raspberry jelly and vanilla with lightning lemonade, G.I. Joe Paul's ice cream, you could get William the Refrigerator Perry. There were 8,000 action figures to be won, wrapper for detail. So I wonder if that meant you didn't guarantee yourself a G.I. Joe. It was an opportunity to get a G.I. Joe. So maybe it was an instant win liquor prize. I don't know. Maybe Lilith can tell us the details of if they remember. Agreed,
cool.
Kiwi.
I don't know what I want more, a fridge figure or the icy pole.
How about a fridge filled with the icy pole?
Ah, now you're talking.
Ice block jelly was the best. So in Australia, we call them either ice blocks or icy poles. What would they call it in America? Popsicle? Maybe popsicle.
Yeah.
Do you know who the G.I. Joe they have in the very the more pronounced G.I. Joe in that
No, I don't know who that is.
Oh, that is dial tone. Something you're probably too young to remember what a dial tone sounds like.
I know what a dial tone sounds like.
Oh, so it was one of the stick? Is that how you won it? It might be an instant prize on the stick. Now, that's one way to get people to lick an icy pole. Popsicles, there you go. Very cool. So I remember seeing this ad as a kid. My local deli had a giant poster of it near where the ice creams were, but I didn't actually get a Refrigerator Perry action figure. I thought he was cool, but I don't ever remember seeing the commercial for it, which we'll have a look at on 3D Joe's in a moment. And he wasn't in the cartoon either, so he wasn't really on my radar. So I do have a version of him now, though, which is great. Oh, they had something similar in New Zealand? That's cool. That's cool. So I don't know what the next slide is. I'm just going to... okay, I'm going to bring this one up later. I've got a secret hidden slide. So we're going to go to 3D Joe's right now. We're going to have a look at the action figure in all its glory.
Yeah, it's cool.
Now, what kind of weapon is that?
It's a football sledgehammer. I noticed it from the illustration. I thought that's freaking cool.
So it's not actually a sledgehammer. It's a football on a chain that he can spin around like a flail.
Yeah, okay, cool.
It's just rigid. I was going to say stiff, but I neglected to. Anyway, moving on. So let's spin him. Check him out. He's wearing white boots, so that kind of get lost in the white background there. But that is a hefty Joe. He looks so cool.
Yep. Yeah, they put a lot of effort into that one.
So he's got multicolors on the wristbands. You can't really tell there, but it says G.I. Joe on his belt buckle. Great sculpt on the sides. Great choice of color too. Color is going to come back when we look at the commercial to see if there are any color differences. But I think this guy looks cool. Does it say what weapon he has? Let's see. A football flail. The fridge was available as a mail order offer. And he was based on former Chicago Bear defensive lineman William Refrigerator Perry, and that's how you got him in the mail.
Sweet. That's cool.
So Lilith handed theirs into the milk bar and got it a week later from that same milk bar. That is interesting. Thank you for letting us know. Knowing is half the battle. Yeah, the gap in his teeth. I love that they added that. They could have very easily skipped it.
Yeah.
All right, so I reckon it might be time to start to read something. Here he is with his file card. Let's see if I can get all of this in there. Can you read that okay?
Yep. So, file name, Perry William. Primary military specialty, physical training instructor. Secondary military specialty, special services. Birthplace, Aiken, South Carolina.
I've been to South Carolina.
Oh, you have too. Lucky duck.
Thanks, buddy.
G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe training procedures are tough to the max, and no expense is spared in ensuring the G.I. Joe personnel are prepared to deal with the worst possible scenario. Regular troops tackle standard obstacle courses like fences, crawl pipes, and water traps. The G.I. Joe obstacle course consists of only one obstacle, the fridge. I'd be very intimidated.
Yep.
If lacrosse is the little brother of war, football must be the rich uncle. Note the similarities. Strategy, offensive and defensive. Teamwork, violence, camaraderie, television coverage, parades for the victors and humiliation for the defeated. Using the fridge to train the Joes is logical and practical. Besides, the fridge likes to see the look on their faces when they look up from the mud and see who they have to get past. That's the course. That's
so cool.
so that's cool. Like he's not even like a fighter or anything. He just puts the Joes through their pace.
He's an obstacle. Get past. Yeah.
The football on a chain.
Oh man, I love that they put William Perry's signature there too. Something that they didn't do with Sergeant Slaughter, which is I think a missed opportunity. But Sarge will sign any file code you present to him at a Joe Fest. Winners are grinners with a missing tooth. Well, hopefully when I'm older, I'll be a winner. And Gaz, at the top of the show, I played the clip. Where Space Commander was talking about the fridge. So, very, very funny day. Does it have Ice Cube in it? I don't think so. He's more of a gangster rap artist than a... Oh, you mean... Gotcha. So, you've got the fridge, you've got Beachhead, you've got Sergeant Slaughter. Now, that's why G.I. Joe is an elite group, because you've got those three in it that are trainers and instructors. No way you can't lose.
Yep.
Tag team champs for life. I'll have to introduce the fridge to the Slaughterhouse Wrestling Championship. All right, let's go down the line and check out. Go to this website in order to listen to some of this really cool stuff. This one's by Kirk Bazigian. But check that out on the website itself. But we will check out the commercial so we can see his only animated appearance for the ad for the commercial for the fridge. Are you ready?
Oh yeah.
He's getting mad. He's getting mean. He's breaking the line for the G.I. Joe team.
That's right. It's William the Refrigerator Perry.
The fridge is joined G.I. Joe.
And you can get a free fridge. Here's how.
Collect 5 fridge certificates or call the number on the certificate and the fridge will tell you how to get in on the action. With only 4 certificates, there's a $1 handling charge. See details on specially marked G.I. Joe packages.
Watch out, Cobra. Fridge is coming through.
Yo, Joe.
Yo, Joe.
I love that so much.
Yeah, me too. You see, he sucked it. Oh, that's us. I ring a bell. That's us. We're in the thing. Can you see us?
Yeah.
We're in the corner. We made it, kids. Look at me now. We made it. Let's look at this one. Do you think barbecue and fridge have best party? Yeah, on the base for everyone. Yes, I do. That commercial was great. So not only did it show him using his flailing football, but he used it up against Big Boa, which I thought was cool. Now, I don't know if you're able to catch it, but there was a different action figure in there that wasn't quite like the one that we got. Like a prototype. So, rather than try and squint your eyes and see it, I've done a little bit of chopping to make an image. It's a little blurry. I'm not an expert at this. We all know Adam from Go Figure is the guy that makes the slides. I've just come up with this little bad boy. And as you can see, the one on the left is the one from the commercial, and the one on the right is the one that you would mail away for. Spot the differences.
Well, his shoulders different. Sure. He just kind of looks. He's a lot different. Like he's obviously a prototype. Yeah.
So I think what's red on the official figure looks more orange on the commercial. Now that could just be the commercial itself, the quality of the colors of the commercial. So take that with a grain of salt and pepper for taste. The blue looks darker on the one on the left than the one on the right. And I think one of the more noticeable things is that they've gone and painted the whites of the eyes, whereas the one on the right is just black pupils. And
but on the
so something
on the ad one, they've given him a Gomez mustache, like from the Addams Family.
It's not quite thick enough. No, it's just a little pencil one. Hey, totally Taylor Retro Hunters in here. Hey boys, how are you both? Thanks, buddy. Thanks for dropping in. Either one of those would be cool to have in your collection, but the official one, I think looks like a appropriate G.I. Joe. The one on the left looks like it's got a lot more detail than you would expect. But Hasbro were known for making the eye color the same as whatever the hair color was. So if you had red hair G.I. Joe, chances are the eyes are going to be red too.
Yeah.
It's very weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the colors from the advert look more like the colors of the Chicago Bears. Fair enough. And number 72 was the color was the number he had at the time, I believe, when he was in the Bears. Let's see what else we have on. Look, it's us. We made it. We're famous. Let's watch it. Let's watch our stream from the start.
I want to watch the GoldenEye
walkthrough. Oh yeah, we could do that. But look at this train. That's pretty cool. G.I. Joe Cobra Base. Christopher George, 3.9k views. We're going to come and check this one out afterwards. I want to check out your train, but it looks cool. Yeah. All right, so here we are. Some reading for you. These were inside specially marked G.I. Joe action figures. So I'll let you read it.
Get a free fridge action figure and autographed bio card. Collect 5 special fridge proof of purchase certificates and get your fridge action figure and bio card free. I've never said fridge this much in my life. Combat specialty bonus. Every Saturday from January 3rd to January 22nd, 1987, call the fridge. I'm not reading the number. And he will tell you his special combat skill. It's good for one free fridge, proof of purchase certificate, or send a self-addressed stamped envelope to Fridge, P.O. Box, blurdy blur, and he'll send you his combat specialty.
What I love about this is that it makes it sound like if you ring, the fridge is going to answer. And quite like the Sergeant Slaughter one, you would ring and it would be a recording. I have a copy of that recording of the Sarge on my channel, so check that out. I don't have anything for the fridge, unfortunately, but that would be cool. So it would be a recording, as shown on the commercial, but also it also makes it sound like if you mail in, he will personally send it to you. Like he's waiting for someone to do it. Oh, here we go. Gaz is with some insight. He wasn't too popular up here in New England because he was on the Chicago Bears. And around the time this figure was available, they had just spanked the New England Patriots in the Super Bowl. Fair enough. Hey, you know what, G-Force? This is you're not wrong. So he's saying, how many mums saw the headline and got excited about a new refrigerator? I was playing the ad today which says, get a new fridge. And my wife in the background is going, you can get a free fridge? And I was like, it's a character. It's not a fridge, but that would be cool.
Yeah. I would just love if the hotline just wasn't even anything to do like that. It wasn't the fridge at all. It was like you rang the number and some like middle-aged lady's like, yeah, you've reached the refrigerator.
What do you want? That's good. So maybe the costume change had something to do with the uniform. Maybe. Good night, Kiwi. If you want to stay up a bit, later, we'll call in sick for you tomorrow. Yeah, imagine how many mums did send away. We can get a free fridge. Perfect. It's like that. Remember that joke where someone thought they were going to win a free Toyota, and it ended up being a toy Yoda.
Yeah.
Something like that. Matthew's here. Morning, gang. Good evening from Australia, Matthew. Thanks for joining us, buddy. But thanks. We appreciate you dropping by. Please do hit that like button. Or if you don't like it, hit the dislike button. It's okay. All right, so that was the certificate you would get. Let's scroll down. That's the back of it, so that you could. You don't have to read any of that, buddy. It's all good. That's what you would fill out. And as we move on even further, what's this? Why have they got it twice? What's different? Is there something different here? Spot the difference. Revised insert where they added send the fridge to. What does that mean? Doesn't matter. Let's move on. Let's not get into the semantics of it. Oh, send the fridge to there on the side. What did it say on the other one? Why is my camera stopped moving? Whoop whoop. This one said just fridge. Okay, whatever. Semantics. I'll zoom out a little. Now, if you couldn't ring, they would post you this. You'd get this in the mail. So let's read that one out, Nate, if you feel so inclined.
Hey, recruit, there's only one obstacle in the G.I. Joe obstacle course, and it's me, the fridge. I'm on the Joe team to whip Joes into fighting shape. That's my combat specialty, physical training instructor. Write the letters PTI on your special fridge TM proof of purchase certificates and mail them in. It's good for one fridge TM proof of purchase. And that's exactly how he sounded.
I agree, yeah. So you know what's interesting is that that was just there. Read that part.
Get a free fridge action figure with 5 paid proof of purchase certificates and $1 for postage and handling, or 4 proof of purchase certificates and the fridge's combat specialty plus $1 for postage and handling.
Bargain. You forgot the TMs, but that's okay. And here is a look at what he would have looked like if he was on the card. Wasn't ever done, but this was the seller who does this is Evolving Door 1975 on eBay. Came up with that, and I think that's pretty cool.
That's cool. Yeah.
That is cool. I called the number, and it says calls are not allowed to this number. Oh, never had that message before. Very interested.
Fridge got sick of people calling him up.
It was just his own personal number.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to have a look at a couple of different ads and flyers, which I thought were pretty cool. Share screen. I thought it was a shame that he wasn't in any more commercials like the Sarge was, right? But because he was a pretty dynamic personality, I wonder why they never did. All right, so I'll zoom in a little bit, unless you can. Is that nah? I'm gonna zoom in for you. I'll zoom in for you, buddy.
A little bit.
Whoop. So this is what they would send to prospective GI Joe sellers, like retailers. Yeah. So this is how they would try to talk them into, we'll read it and find out.
Yeah, cool. Retailers rack up sales like the fridge racks up quarterbacks. The game plan. Your customers can't buy the fridge, they've got to tackle him head on. Starting in January 1987, over 11 million specially marked blister card and boxed items will contain one special fridge proof of purchase certificate, including ordering information and promotion details. To get the new fridge action figure, your customers must send in 5 special fridge proof of purchase certificates plus $1 to cover postage and handling.
Ooh, let me go up a little bit. Whoop, whoop.
The 900 number combat specialty bonus. To create even more excitement to the drive sales, kids can call 1-900-976-5432, 50-cent charge, and listen to the fridge provide his combat specialty bonus with 1 proof of purchase. Unique program benefits. The fridge is a tremendous spokesperson that can generate increased G.I. Joe sales for you. Promotion sells the entire G.I. Joe line and encourages multiple purchases. Promotion enhances the G.I. Joe character theme / storyline. Special multi-million-dollar promotional media blitz features a special 30-second promotion commercial to get the ball rolling.
Multi-million-dollar promotional media blitz. How do they do it? 1 30-second commercial.
Yeah.
Did it work? Yeah, it did. Now, we're going to check out the promotional poster that the customers saw. So let's do that. So we can get you just doing some more reading. That's what we do here. So I'll... Great image.
That's cool.
Love how cool does he look? Oh, so
Yeah.
cool. All right.
Fantastic.
Whoop. That'll do.
The Fridge has joined the G.I. Joe team. The Fridge is a new member of the Joe team. Now you can get a Fridge action figure with an autographed bio card free. Here's how to get your Fridge action figure. It's easy. Just collect 5 special Fridge proof of purchase certificates from inside specialty marked G.I. Joe packages. Then send him to Joe headquarters and Joe team. The Joe team will send you your Fridge action figure free.
Look at that. And then any Saturday, it says. Isn't that interesting? That if you call on any Saturday, what happens if you call to Sunday? That's what makes you.
Well, no. He's Sunday. He's at church. Monday to Friday, he's training. It's Saturday.
Yeah, that's true. So what happens if you rang it on a Monday?
That's when you get Gladys. Hello? You've reached the refrigerator. He's not here right now. Can you take a message?
Yeah. So I don't know. They I do love that they specified a day, right? So I guess it's the weekend. So they're not going to try and call they're at school. It would have been interesting to know what would happen if you did. You get that combat skill so that you only have to purchase 4 action figures. That's why you didn't get through. It's not the right day. You got to wait till Saturday.
Yep.
So what's it say? 5 pops, average figure of $2 each. That's $10. So it's $11 for a Fridge figure. That's doing the math right there.
I'd pay
Plus the
$11.
50 cents if you called. I would pay $11. Good luck getting one for $11 right now. Add 50 cents to that bill if you called. Yeah, kids can call. Bet parents love that. And Lilith, you got a point here. Don't you love how advertising was like back then? I feel sorry for kids nowadays that don't experience things like they used to get. I agree, because and advertising, it's say what you will about the advertising we got in the 80s. It was effective. It was effective, though, because it was entertaining. All right?
Yeah.
I would watch a My Little Pony ad because it was entertaining. I didn't care.
Yeah. Yeah, it had to be. Now, advertising itself is less effective, I think, than like viral marketing. It's
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Hey, let's see.
Nodsy's here. Ring, 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 ring. Hello. Is your fridge running? Yeah. Why?
Clear.
Well, you better go catch it.
I wouldn't try
I
and
get
catch
it.
that fridge. I think he could run faster than me.
Is your fridge running? Well, you better get running. He's coming after you. Yeah, so that's. I thought that was pretty cool. This image here.
Yeah. That would be so cool.
So now, if you were a G.I. Joe collector back in that day, and you saw the, let me find the appropriate ad for it because we were in Australia. If you saw this ad at your local deli, and you were going to pick up an ice cream, now you went there. Here's the thing, right? You went to the ice cream bar, or you went to the deli, or you went to the shop because you wanted to get yourself a chocolate paddle pop or a Billabong. We'll go chocolate Billabong, right? I haven't had a chocolate Billabong in a while. Did you have Billabong ice creams when you were a kid?
Yep. Absolutely.
Good. Perfect. So you've gone down to get yourself a chocolate Billabong, and this ad here is telling you don't go for the chocolate Billabong ice cream. Instead, go for the raspberry jelly and vanilla with lightning lemonade icy pole for your a chance to win one of the 8,000 action figures to be won. Would this marketing have worked on you?
Yes, because I know for a fact it did for everything else. Every other competition, I scarfed down many a paddle pop for that chance to win a freebie.
Yeah, when it said try again, it's like, no. The worst ones where you had to match 3 sticks
Yeah.
to get a prize. Oh, those was
Full.
get out of here.
He always ended up with multiple copies of the 2.
Yeah,
Just
never
awful.
got the 3rd. Bloody lame.
Rude.
My Little Jabroni, the new smack talking pony with attitude. Love it. Lilith is saying may not be as effective in Australia, but in the USA, toy ads. I don't want to grow up. I think so. What apply to us collecting is we want stuff from our childhood. That's Toys R Us kids didn't want to grow up. But this, I remember. Now here's the thing. I was a big G.I. Joe fan. Loved G.I. Joe, but I can't remember. Todd, you might remember. I don't remember ever trying to go for the fridge. So the marketing didn't work on me. But Dial Tone, being on the front, Dial Tone was never my favorite Joey anyway. And I guess I wasn't much of a gambler. But at least I don't remember. Like if I did, I didn't win. But I don't remember ever. I remember seeing the poster. I don't ever remember trying to get the Joe.
But you'd have to get to that ice cream really quickly. I mean, that explosion is going to melt it.
Right, yeah. Dial Tone's protecting the ice cream from the explosion. He's like a human shield.
Good thing it's right next to the fridge.
I think, what's really weird is that they have Dial Tone as the main selling point of the front for G.I. Joe. It's like, who are we going to put on as the main selling person? Do we put on the Free Joe, make a really big picture of the fridge? No. Let's grab the most generic guy we've got, Dial Tone. Nah, I wasn't saying we chased. Yep, I didn't think so. Ronnie is here saying, just dropping by. I got some stuff on. Totally keen to catch this one on the replay. Oh, good. Happy to drop in, even for a moment. Please hit that like button on your way out. Ronnie Trickshot will be on tomorrow on Adam's channel, Shark Eyed Toy View, talking about G.I. Joes and their hairstyles. So that'll be interesting.
I'm wondering if they went with Dial Tone on that poster. At a glance, I think it's is it Demolition Man with Sylvester Stallone?
Yeah.
It looks like that. It's the same beret and stuff. Like maybe that's why it would have been around the same time. I think
could be, or a little bit of gelato in the mix. Maybe maybe they were confused at how we were going to get the offer, and they thought we still had to dial in. So as part of that cross promotion with the with the phone in. All right, we'll see you. We'll see you in the chat tomorrow, Ronnie. Thanks for dropping in, buddy. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like I wouldn't say necessarily that we were picky when it came to G.I. Joes. Like we had an eclectic mix of different. One of my favorites were a collection of favorite shows that I had. Dusty and Sandstorm, which we haven't gotten to yet. Heavy Duty, which we haven't gotten to yet. And I would always pair Dusty and Heavy Duty together. Some of my other favorite shows, obviously Sarge, but I couldn't get Sarge for some reason. Chuckles, right? I didn't really have a lot of sports-themed ones. I thought Captain Gridiron was pretty cool. I thought Bazooka was pretty cool, but I didn't really have a lot of sports-themed Joes because I wasn't a sporty kid. That might have been part of the less of appeal is that it was sports-themed, or I just couldn't afford to waste my chance on an ice cream. Did point matter here in Australia? As some pizza points with Tina. Did we collect them? We never got anything from them. I don't think so. So flag points also, we couldn't use flag points necessarily either. Lilith, you'd be able to answer this one for us. Is that a lot of our mail away stuff said for Canada and US only, so we couldn't send away any flag points and stuff. But later promotions may have included worldwide. I don't know. That'll be something for Lilith to answer for us. Yeah, I want to try them. Yeah. I wonder if there's an equivalent of that out there today. We could Google and see if Paul's Ice Cream.
I think there might still be something kind of like that around. Yeah.
I want to Google it. Is Paul's Ice Cream still around?
Yeah.
I'll have to ask Paul.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna look up Paul's Ice Cream. Here we go. Paul's Ice Cream, raspberry jelly, and vanilla. Why would you bother adding vanilla to the flavor? Just say it's raspberry jelly with lightning lemonade. Lightning lemonade. Let's see if I can buy any of this. Send it to Gaz. Quick, smart. Not seeing it. That's all right.
I think Paul's is still going. Like, he'd have to be. He hasn't got much else going
on. Phil doesn't remember the fridge promo, but Kiwi said that they had a similar promotion. Yeah, they did too. Yes, they did. So, yeah, I remember now. Knowing us half the battle. Johnny had a sports Billy poster but never played any sport. Phil famously had a cricket bag. We could use flag points. Nice. None of the ones I had said that we could use them in Australia, though. They always said, here we go. 92 you could send away. But I had to pay extra postage. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. All right, cool. All right, well, I'll ask Parmalat if they can bring back the raspberry jelly and vanilla. I wonder if there's anything similar.
And the fridge giveaway.
Bring it all back.
Yeah, everything.
I wonder how many are sitting in a warehouse just waiting. Actually, that's a question for Lilith. When you ordered yours and got yours in the mail, was it in the same packaging that the USA got? So like the white box and all of that stuff, and the inserts and all of that, or was it just a baggie? That'd be interesting to know. Gaz,
where all the extra ones would be? They'd be in Fridge's garage. They're like, oh, what do we do with all these? We'll send them to Fridge. He'll like them.
That wouldn't surprise me, actually. Gaz, next time I'm in the US, buddy, we're going to go to an ice cream parlor and see if we can get them to recreate that flavor.
Don't lie, you'll just get a medium honor again.
I'm gonna do. I know it's the bottom of the show, but I'm gonna do the clubhouse roll call and the members roll call. If you want to be part of the members roll call, the clubhouse roll call, you just have to be a Patreon supporter or a channel member. You don't have to be to enjoy these shows, but it does help the channel. Some of our members are Michael Mercy, Grindhead Jim, Wilhelm Toy and Hobby, Casey Wheeler, Handsome Man, Ratface 44 Reviews, David Samuel Blaine, our mate Nate, that's you, the Retro Tinker, Cindy K, who's recovering from surgery but doing well, Sonny Sundries, Jonathan Sorensen, who's there in the chat and I got to hang out with recently and talk to Sarge, Happy Accident, Joshua Allen, our buddy Go Figure, who I'll be hanging out with the next day to talk about Toy Biz, Phil from Treasures for Trigger, he's the real treasure and he's in the chat too, Hans Chow, who'll be on my show tomorrow morning with Gaz, Brendan Haley, Jason Clark and Space Commander. And then our other members are Gaz. He's in the chat too. I'll be hanging out with him tomorrow. Beta Ray Bob, David, Samuel, Blaine, Spacey again. Double duty. Jason Stilwell, Ryan Sweeney. Happy birthday for today, my friend. Keep on collecting. Kiwi, Joe Customs of the Collection. Hey, he's in the chat too. And Cindy K, who's recovering from surgery but is doing well. Thank you to the channel members. Now, happy birthday today for Ryan. Hope you're doing well. Miss you, buddy. But I have a feeling, I got a feeling that there's a birthday coming up this month. At the tail end of this month, if I recall correctly.
I think if it's mine, then yes, you recall correctly.
You had to get a money order from the post office, right? But when it showed up, oh, here it is. Yes, yellow envelope in white box with a letter from Hawk. Oh, what?
No.
The fridge is waiting for me to come and organize this garage. I would gladly do it. Gladly do it. He might give me a refrigerator t-shirt. And Gaz is saying raspberry jelly and vanilla with lightning lemonade is the official popsicle of Ron Con. That's so great. I got a picture from Michael Mercy today saying that he found the official Ron Con vehicle. I'll see if I can find it. It's pretty funny and accurate. Now tell me, how far down here it is. Tell me that this isn't the official Ron Con vehicle. Summer of Ron. How cool is that? All right, we're gonna post everyone the official popsicle of RonCon, and the prize will be determined. RonCon is coming 2025. Get your tickets. Our guests are going to be announced soon. Location to be announced soon. Gaz, I'm waiting for the official word, so I can lock you in. Check the messenger later if you like, and let me know so I can lock in tickets. Now, birthday coming on later in the month, Nate. And I thought that today I would surprise you, because I will actually be back where my collection is, roughly around that time, to send to you a mail away, like the old days, just like the old days, a mail away of the fridge. I have a spare fridge that I'm going to send you away for your birthday.
That's awesome. Thanks. That's so cool.
You're welcome. I don't have any of the promotional material to go with it. I will send you an empty popsicle stick. If I don't send you an empty popsicle stick to go with it, that's just I've missed my opportunity. So what are you turning? 25?
The 23.
23? Are you really turning 23?
Yeah.
Get absolutely wrecked, mate. You're a baby.
Just a little boy.
He's just a little baby. He's just a little kid. Sometime later tonight, I'm going to watch WrestleMania 2 and see if I can figure out why he's got kangaroo boots on, because I love that.
Yeah, like that's definitely the kangaroo that they put on everything like touristy.
Yeah, that's the tourist kangaroo. That's like Qantas. Yeah. It's like the footballs that you see with the kangaroo on it.
Yeah, just everything.
You know, Johnny, it is funny that you mentioned that, because I was trying to convince Nate to come up with a version of Enya's song to sing about mailaways. But yeah, that gets stuck in my head.
Yep. I'd have done it if I could figure out how.
Well, I might try it with AI, see if I can come up with it. You know what, Johnny? You're good with AI.
Yeah, that might be the go.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, man. You came up with the Zellas with the Fellas song. That was pretty good.
Yeah, but that doesn't sound like Enya.
No, but it wasn't supposed to. So do make sure. Oh, hang on a second. Do make sure that we are checking the dates coming up soon for RonCon 2025. If you're interested, more details are coming. It launches in Canada and will be heading into America sometime in June. You'll have to wait and see. More details coming. With that, Nate, I'm going to have to love and leave you. Dinner time here at the clubhouse. But thanks for today, buddy. That was fun.
Oh, thanks for having me again. It's good fun.
Now, maybe next week, Lilith will join us. No pressure. But we will be back with another Mail Away because it's Mail Away Monday and Mail Away Month. But yeah, do check out Nate's link in the description and go subscribe. And with that, we'll say, Yo, Joe!
Yo, Joe!
Full force! Oh,
Full
and knock my
force.
camera in. I was too full force. All right, goodbye.
Hi, everyone.
Hey man, no strangers here. These times I hold them dear. Doors open, so come on in. Yeah, that was great. Let's do it again. Do you wanna come over? Just like the old times, we'll hit pause and then hit rewind. You wanna come over? Just like the old days, and we'll watch the time just fly. Do you wanna come over? Just like the old times, we'll hit pause and then hit rewind. You wanna come over? Just like the old days, and we'll watch the time just fly.
Because knowing is half the battle.
Space Command.